course, the fun is continuing on today's Aloha Friday show. Welcome back to High Now Daily. We got Brian Gavin hanging out with us right now. And as I told you earlier in the show, we had a new speakeasy over there in the heart of Kaimuki. Brian, tell us about it, man. What's happening?
Well, we've opened a speakeasy restaurant. It's in the old 3660 Waialae space. A lot of going on in Kaimuki. We serve dinners. We've got 2 bars. We've got a sexy lounge. But, you know, we also focus on lunch as well. We're open from 11 to 11. So we do a healthy lunch and roll into, today we're rolling into Aloha Friday. We're rolling into a fun Friday night, date night, Galentine's, groups of people, whatever you want. Come on down.
All right, very exciting. Let's talk a little bit about, you opened maybe about a month and a half or so ago, but we're throwing a big time party on Sunday, right?
What's happening? We got up and running. We're doing our thing, but this weekend on Sunday, we are doing a grand opening party, and we're partnering with Christy Yamaguchi's Always Dream Foundation. Christy focuses on literacy, and it ties in with our books and vintage books, speakeasy restaurant, and so we're going to partner up and we're going to have a good time. You can go to our Instagram and look at the link in the bio for tickets, and all the money goes to Christy Yamaguchi's Always Dream Foundation.
That's going to be a great event, man. Get a chance to head out, have a fun time, and then also support these great organizations here at home.
There might be some cocktails too.
Some cocktails will be involved as well. And we were looking at some of the video earlier, some great food as well. Expand a little bit more. We've got a great lunch, right? Begins at 11.
Right. So we're serving lunch. We open at 11. We've got a great business lunch crowd that comes in. We've got the ladies who lunch. We've got friends from the neighborhood. We have a lot of walk-ins from around Kaimuki.
And walk-ins are welcome, right?
Absolutely. Walk-ins, no secret words for that one. We want everyone to walk in. We have a lot of people from Kaimuki actually come down the hill, Wilhelmina Rise for their afternoon cocktail. We have our chef, Stephen Toyofuku, is born and raised here in Kaimuki and Kahala, and he went off to Manhattan. He went off to Seattle. So he's been gone for about 12 years, wanted to move home. We partnered up, and he's producing some really delicious food, doing some beautiful karaage. We call it global local because a lot of the a lot of the items are from around the world. But beautiful, delicious food. We've got Jen Ackrow, who people know in this community, one of the best cocktail. She's our colleague here, doing cocktails for us. And then, like I said, we're lunch. We're afternoon Pauhana, and we're open all night.
Very exciting. Now, we were talking a little bit earlier. This is you mentioned, vintage books. This like such as this one, but you never can tell over here, right? With vintage books on High Now. What are we looking at over here?
This was something they did back in the 20s when you had to be a little sneaky about your afternoon beverage. So this is a little it's a little vintage books. You know, if your friend comes by, just before you get rated, you have a little pour and a little drinky drink, and that's a little bit of the spirit we have. You know, we're a speakeasy restaurant. We're not trying to be too secret. We want people to walk in, but you know, this was in the spirit of back in the day where you had to be a little sneaky with your drinks. So that's how it was. Today it's more like it's Aloha Friday. Come on down.
Come on down. You mentioned as well, there might be some misconceptions when people think speakeasy, right? Like it's a secretive thing, a smaller type of situation. But you mentioned at your guys' spot, there's a lot happening.
Right. We call it private collection, and people ask for the private collection. A little bit of a joke is the secret word is please. You know, it's not. We're not trying to be. We want everyone to walk in. And again, we're in Kaimuki. We have got neighbors and friends, and
the scene over there is happening.
The bartender, the hospitality crowd, the folks from up in Wilhelmina Rise and in Palolo come over for an afternoon cocktail or on date night. We got a lot of couples on date night. You know, grandma gets to take care of the kid. Come on down.
There you go. And you mentioned lounge as well in 2 separate bars, right?
Yeah, we have kind of the setup in the beginning. Beautiful little bar, and then you go into a lounge, and then you get into a bit more of a dining room, and there's also a bar back there called a private collection.
All right. Well, I mean.